So as we all know, artificial intelligence is impacting every facet of our lives. And now we know it's clear that artificial intelligence is going to really help us solve some of the biggest problems in the world. We heard many speakers today talk about how artificial intelligence is impacting their specific industries. And we've come so far, but the best is yet to come. So how did this all get started? In the 1950s, the field of artificial intelligence was formally founded. But only 7 years ago did Alex Krasinski win the ImageNet competition using neural networks. And that is what launched the modern AI boom. Alex and his team were quickly hired by Google, and cloud providers started leveraging artificial intelligence internally for their own use. Then they started offering AI capabilities, and that's when the world realized that now we have the software tools, we have the hardware capabilities, and we have the data to truly be able to leverage AI. Enterprises followed suit and started leveraging AI in their data centers or from the cloud. And now we have AI on the edge, and we're embedding AI in intelligent machines. This has spurred an incredible wave of innovation that will impact every industry, every company, and every person. When I talk about artificial intelligence, we are leveraging the newer method, the more modern method of using artificial intelligence, which is deep learning. Deep learning is a new computing model that learns directly from the data. The beauty of this approach is that now we can leverage unstructured data sources that were traditionally unavailable to us, such as text, audio, images, video, and we can answer very complex questions. You can see here a list of them. For example, you can look at a CT scan and you can ask the AI, does it look like there are signs of cancer in the CT scan? I'm going to now take a few minutes and share with you some examples of how modern AI is impacting our lives. The first example is from the healthcare system. So researchers at Ohio State University came up with an innovative approach. They used GPU computing and deep learning to build an identification and notification system. Within seconds, it identifies a stroke patient and alerts the proper radiologist. So as you could see, this minimizes brain damage and helps us save lives. Our farmers are also benefiting from AI. Traditionally, farmers spray the whole field with herbicides, both the crops and the weed. Our partners have actually come up with a much better approach. They built a smart tractor that's GPU-enabled and uses deep learning and computer vision. What it does is it has cameras mounted on the tractor that analyze the plants and figure out if it's seen weeds or crops. And it triggers the right amount of spray to kill a weed or nurture a crop. And this method uses 90% less herbicides, making our food supply much safer. Now let's talk about a different area, natural language understanding. As you all know, language and communications is complex, it's nuanced, and the model needs to have many different relationships represented. Take a look here at this graph. For example, ResNet 50, which is an image recognition model that's used for autonomous driving, it leverages 26 million parameters. But then when you look at BERT, which is a language model, it leverages 340 million parameters. And NVIDIA's latest model, Megatron, uses 8.3 billion parameters. So as you can see, it's much more complex. Let's look at an example. Capital One wanted an easy way to engage with its customers. So what it did is it built a chatbot called Eno. Customers can text Eno, they can send emojis to Eno, and they can ask it questions like, how much money do I have in my account? Pay my bill. What are the latest transactions? So as you could see, banking becomes just a text message away. So we talked about many examples that impact our lives, but to truly mimic human interactions, it's really important to have a multimodal approach where the AI can see, can hear, can sense, and can leverage its own information. This multimodal approach is much more involved. So to accelerate that field at NVIDIA, what we've done is we built an open source software toolkit called Javits that's multimodal and can get customers started right away. You can fine-tune it to your own data and adapt it to your use case. So clearly, AI is transforming our lives, and it has a potential to revolutionize every industry. I want to thank you all for your time, and I look forward to meeting many of you over the break.